What's up, YouTube? Robert the Monster Among Marks Drap here. We're talking tables, ladders, and chairs. The TLC pay-per-view tonight on the Sunday night on the WWE Network. Watch this. Ho-ho! Yeah, it's your boy Robert the Monster Among Marks Drap. Thank you for watching. My good friend, the heavy metal hippie Sierra, again saying she might be in the middle of some important work. I do feel a little bit better, but the important work that she's doing did not prevent her from sending me her preview and predictions of this Sunday's pay-per-view. Now let's go on ahead and see if we can't come up with the preview and predictions for this Sunday's pay-per-view. So let's go on ahead and talk about our first match, which is the Mixed Match Challenge. The winners will receive their opportunity to be in number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble and an all-expenses-paid vacation to anywhere in the world that they would like to go. The heavy metal hippie is going to lean with the Mahalisha, aka Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal, while yours truly sees the dance break coming up on top with the Fabulous Truth pulling out the victory here. I mean, really, is there any reason not to have R-Truth come out the victor? I mean, Jinder Mahal being number 30 would just kind of be bad news for SmackDown Live, for Raw, because there would be no reason to need him. I mean, what's he going to go after? He's going to go after Brock Lesnar? We don't want to see that. We've seen Jinder as champion, and his talents lie supremely elsewhere. Now, that being said, let's look at... We're going to look at the Usos, the New Day, and the Bar, a triple threat tag team title match. And again, this will be a damn good match. I really have high hopes for it. Now, the heavy metal hippie is feeling the power of positivity with your boys, the New Day, coming out on top with their sixth tag team title reign, if numbers serve correctly, or maybe this is magic number 7. But I believe that when they step into that ring, they will be locked in the Uso penitentiary, and so will Jimmy and Jay emerge victorious. It is gonna be one hell of a good match. Now, let's see if we can do this again. We're going to talk about Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre up next. The Scottish Psychopath versus the ordinary man who can do extraordinary things. I have a giant caveat on this one, because yours truly, looking through the storylines and the dirt sheets, has seen that Finn Balor still hasn't been cleared for physical contact. Like, he's not hurt, but he's ill, and therefore they haven't cleared him yet to be in the match. Now, if Finn competes, this may be an opportunity for him to step away for a little while, maybe come back even better. But I don't think that he's winning this match. I really don't see... They seem to be very, very high on Drew McIntyre, and given the match we will talk about later, I'm very, very much in favor of Drew McIntyre winning up now, but we do have a disagreement once again by Sierra, who has picked Finn Balor. I mean, Finn does need a win, but I don't think that he's gonna get it here. And next up, we have Rowdy Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really love Ronda Rousey. There's so much in her character, so much in the way she's done things. She's evolving every week, every single time she steps between the ropes. It's a joy to behold. And that being said, I don't think now's the time for her to drop the title, no matter what the dirt sheets say about a possible dream match between herself and Becky Lynch for WrestleMania. But then again, they're already talking so many stupid WrestleMania news and rumors that I'm not even paying attention to yet. So we're going to move on. And Sierra agrees with me that Rousey will retain. Now, I love Ronda Rousey, but this needs to be the last time we see Nia Jax in the title picture for a singles championship. I think that with Bayley and Banks making the statements that they've been making, and the noises and news and rumors that have been circulating about a tag team women's championship, they're probably going to pull the trigger here pretty soon. And when they do, when they finally pull out the stops and they get in line to do this, there's only going to really be a couple teams on SmackDown and on Raw, and Nia Jax and Tamina will be one of them. And for Becky and Bayley to overcome them to win the inaugural championships, that'll just be phenomenal. That'll be great. So I don't think we need anything else. Moving on, we have Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio in a chairs match. Now, I don't really like the stipulation of a chairs match. I think it's very stupid. I think that they could do better. But we have Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio in this match. I mean, the vote is yet again unanimous in that we're going to see Rey Mysterio dial it up with a 619, and we're going to see Mysterio get the victory via pinfall. I mean, this is going to be a hard-hitting match, no doubt about it. This is probably going to be bloody too, but we're going to see Rey Mysterio come out the victor. Now, with that being said, let's talk about a match I don't really want to see. Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match. There has absolutely been no point if the babyface don't get the victory here. You know, Sierra and I, yet again, 100% agreement that it needs to be Natty putting Ruby through a table. And personally, I think it needs to be the Neidhart table. If they're going to bring it out, which I'm guaranteeing you right now, as bad as that segment was, the members of the Riot Squad will drag that same table out, and they'll try and put Natty through it, and they won't be able to do it. However, Natalya will put Ruby Riott through that table, and I hope it's an absolute crushing move. It's not some little, oh no, she accidentally fell. No. Oh, she stepped on the table wrong and it cracked. No. Like, I want to see an apron to table sit out power bomb, something with authority, something with power behind it, something with the raw emotion coursing through that move. That would be the perfection that would tie this storyline off and let it go. This needs to be it between these two. I don't need to see further iterations. There does not need to be another match between these four women, but there may be. Next up, we're going to talk about a guitar on a guitar on a ladder match. Bobby Lashley versus Elias. There will be a guitar at the top of the ladder. Personally, with Lio Rush involved, this is not going to be clean. The 24-year-old piece of gold will probably ascend the ladder and hand the guitar to to Bobby Lashley, giving him the win? Question mark? Because, see, in some of the other matches, like the Nightstick on the Pole match with the Big Boss Man, he had to use the weapon before it would be considered a victory. So if such rules apply here, I'm going to lean with Elias, but if they do not, I will lean with Lashley winning this, because I think Lashley or Lio Rush is I think Lashley is gonna eat a guitar shot, but I don't think that he could not retrieve I don't think he could retrieve the guitar himself cleanly. Now, Sierra does have penciled in the Drifter, Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? Me. And we move on. Our next match is going to be the SmackDown Women's Championship, the tables, ladders, and chairs match. The Man, Becky Lynch, the Queen, Charlotte, and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. I said that just for you, Sierra. Really, this is going to be... And we're getting into the territory where I already know this is going to be a pain in the ass to call. I don't feel good about calling it this way, but I'm going to call it for Asuka. Rumors are that Vince has actually become has warmed up to the Empress, being that when she came out with all the other women to be to hear the selection of Becky Lynch's replacement at Survivor Series, apparently McMahon was shocked that Asuka got the chance that she got and the pop that she got. And so, with the crowd interest still at a good level, he may choose now as the time to give Asuka her first WWE Women's Championship run. Now, personally, I say this gives one hell of a chance, one hell of an opportunity to have a WrestleMania rematch this year of last year's WrestleMania with the roles reversed, i.e. Charlotte being the heel coming in, going after the SmackDown Women's Championship, and maybe there's a shakeup that puts Becky Lynch on Raw. Now, speaking of the Man, Becky Lynch, that is the person that Sierra has selected. I imagine it's because she's been doing the best work of her career as of late, and so a title loss now would rob her of a lot of momentum, and I will agree with that idea. Even though she didn't write it, I can imagine that's what she was thinking. And I hate to see it go, but we may see that, and I would love to see Asuka finally get the comeuppance and the kudos that she's earned. I mean, not to take anything away from Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch done a phenomenal job, and personally, I wouldn't mind seeing a rivalry between these two that lasts all the way to the Royal Rumble and up and through the Royal Rumble. It would be great. But I'm still picking Asuka. Now, the next match, we're going to see the tables, ladders, and chairs match. Baron Corbin, General Manager-elect Baron Corbin challenging the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, to this match. Should Braun Strowman win, he will get to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble for the Universal Championship. If Baron Corbin wins, he gets to actually become full-time permanent general manager of Raw. I have chosen Strowman in this instance, and I put an asterisk next to mine in the sense that I don't know if Strowman will be healthy enough to compete, but he may say he's chosen a replacement, and that replacement will be Lars Sullivan. So, with Sullivan winning and decisively crushing Baron Corbin, that will further the storyline and give Brock Lesnar an out on how to lose the Universal Championship at Royal Rumble, because it will then come to light, hey, you chose a replacement for yourself to stand in as proxy, and he won your match for you. He is now included in this match at Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar. That could be something supremely interesting. Sierra agrees with me in this sense that it will either be Strowman himself coming out to absolutely decimate Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf, or it will be whomever is chosen to be his replacement. Now, we get into the fun parts. Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Oh boy. This is going to steal the show. Guaranteed. This is going to be an absolute barn burner. There is no way that you go into a match like this with these two talents and not see something phenomenal. I don't think it'll be on the pre-show. If it is, it will be the last show before TLC goes live. But I do heavily sense that they will be on the main card where they deserve to be. The winner of this match has been predicted by both myself and Sierra to be Buddy Murphy. He's just running far too well right now as champion, having the baby faces come up to him and break themselves on him. It's just, I don't see, it's not currently time for him to lose the championship, and I think he has just a little bit longer left in his run. I think that when Mustafa Ali challenges him next, which should be at the Royal Rumble, I think it's at this point we see the title change hands and Murphy start the chase of the babyface and go through to WrestleMania. It'll be amazing. Now then, we get the final match of the second to last match of the night. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. This is a close one. But because of the way that Monday Night Raw went off the air, I have got to believe that this match on Sunday is going to heavily favor the new Dean Ambrose. Because I don't want to call him the Fringe anymore, because that was very highly discouraged when he talked to Dasha Fuentes. So we're not talking to him in such a talking about him in such a manner. That being said, we both have chosen to go with go with to go with Dean Ambrose for the win. He will finally capture the Intercontinental Championship. And after the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins may move on to bigger and better things. That being said, let's talk about bigger and better things with our final match of the evening. This is not a ladder match. This is just, as far as I'm aware, this is not a ladder match. This is just the image that I got. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Now, that being said, I am leaning hard on this new Daniel Bryan gimmick because it gives his character purpose. It gives his character reason. It gives his character the motivation to continue being who he is, and for him to flip for one pay-per-view to face Brock Lesnar just so that way we got the dream match. I'm not about that. I think that he's going to hold it through the Royal Rumble. It's going to be amazing, and he's going to go to WrestleMania as the WWE champion. That's my prediction. And it is concurred that Daniel Bryan shall retain by the Heavy Metal Hippie. Now, one thing I will say is I am stoked about this pay-per-view. If it turns out indeed that they are hitting the hard reset button, we may see some really good things to come in the preceding months. It may be very, very good. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Please let us know what your picks are by going into the comments below. Leave us your thoughts there. Go ahead and hit us up on Twitter at InMoshPit. I'm at Rob's Random ROMs. My good friend Sierra, you can find her there at Heavy Metal Hippie. And we will see you on Monday night for the TLC review. Later.